In an American prison, there was a strange rule. Whenever an inmate went near the bushes to use the toilet, he had to keep shaking a nearby branch. If the branch stopped moving even for a few seconds, a guard standing far away would shoot with a shotgun without asking any questions. Seeing this, the prisoners would get scared. They did this because nothing could be seen behind the bushes. Taking advantage of this, one prisoner came up with a trick. He kept gently shaking the branch and then tied it with a rope so it would keep moving on its own. And he quietly slipped away. But after a while, the branch suddenly stopped. The guard became suspicious and fired again. This time, there was no sound from inside the bushes. When he ran over there, he saw a white rope tied to the branch, going toward the forest. And the real prisoner had long escaped. He had cut off the chains on his legs with an axe so that the dogs wouldn't catch his scent. He scattered chili powder along the way and disappeared. Soon, a large police force arrived at the scene. But the strong smell of chili, they kept sneezing and barking helplessly. Meanwhile, the man had gone quite far, but he knew escaping wouldn't be easy now. The prison authorities were furious and not going to rest. Then he reached a fence and cleverly started jumping back and forth to scatter his scent. The dogs got confused, some got injured, and one even died. When everyone returned, one guard was carrying only the dead body of a dog in his arms. His eyes were filled with rage. He couldn't forget what the escaped prisoner had done. The next morning, a photo appeared in the newspaper. The same prisoner smiling with two women. Instead of hiding, he had openly shown the world his freedom. Just a week later, he was caught again. But now, the situation had changed. Inside the prison, he had become a hero. The other inmates began to look up to him. But the next morning, the jailer began humiliating him in front of everyone. The first order was, dig a deep pit in the ground. He knew refusing meant inviting death. Somehow, he dug the pit within an hour. Then, another jailer came and said, "You dug a pit without my permission? Now fill it back up." He understood. This was punishment for his escape. He said nothing and began filling the pit. As soon as the pit was filled, the first jailer returned and said, "Where's the pit?" When he didn't answer, his neck was grabbed and he was slammed to the ground. That was the last straw. He pounced on the jailer. But then, the police batons rained down on his body. He was beaten all night and left completely weak. In the end, he fell at the jailer's feet and begged for mercy.